Yahoo! Hello, hello. It is I, your favorite leafy boy, Avery, and we are back in honkaistarrail, continuing our journey. Nothing happened and there was no aftermath. Beautiful. Hello. So yes, we are back and we are continuing our journey through the stars. And we are continuing the Penacony Trailblaze mission. So, wait, no, blah, 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 blah. We are going to. I'm a professional. Don't you worry about it. So, we are going back to the Reverie and we are going to be talking with Black Swan. Can I teleport here? No, I have to teleport here. Flags that caster is built.
Need something?
I
If
am
not,
going to
then I'll be leaving.
disappoint you because I know you love Casteris, but I did not get the chance or did not have the time to build her yet. So she is not built just yet. I am going to build her a little later when I have means to actually grab most of her stuff. But yeah, she is still level 1. I did some farming though. So I have boss materials. But yeah, Casteris is not built yet. I need to build not build, I need to farm a lot of relics for her and then materials for her traces. So yeah, we're not going to be fighting with Caceres. I don't have the time. I am very happy that we got her E1 and I'm very happy that we actually won 50-50 with her. However, I don't have the time nowadays, sadly, to just sit down and play. So yeah, I will be trying to like actively engage more and plan my time a little better so that I can start building the
Hmm.
characters that I want to play. And that means I will be trying to farm for both Caceres and for my day next week. And hopefully by the end of the week, one, I will be able to release a video maybe, and two, at the end of the week with our regularly scheduled library, we can be able to, flex our characters a little. Yeah, that's usually what I do, but I still have some other characters to actually get to level up. I have been farming for Gallagher and adventuring so that we have decent sustain. And yeah, Harmony Trailblazer needs some love too. So yeah, we will get there. We will get there. Yeah, these two are going to be our next characters that I do want to level up because they are pretty good teammates and they both do well with Ruby and also Gallagher. So yeah, um, that's about it for characters. We don't talk about Harmony Trailblazer around these parts, my friend. My friend, Harmony Trailblazer carried me through the early game. Harmony Trailblazer was a staple in my
Hey, where are you
teams.
going?
So we do show love to Harmony Trailblazer here, especially with the fact that I still do not have. No, that's not what I wanted to do. I always forget how I can change their path.
Hmm.
How do I change your path? Information, voice, story. Ah, here. We still do not have Remembrance Trailblazer, so it is what it is. For now, we are rolling with Harmony Trailblazer, even though we are not using him at the moment on any of my teams, but we do show some love
Hmm.
for him. Yes, yes. The big switch button. It's right there, just poking my eyes out. But yeah, let's get back into the story. And see what Black Swan has to say.
Hey, we meet again, sleepyhead.
We do.
What? What's Miss Black Swan doing here?
Nothing, Miss March. I noticed he was awake and wanted to check to see how he was doing.
Mm-mm. Okay.
Though the strike from the general was timely, its destruction was also immense. When emanators
Yeah.
collide, ordinary people inevitably suffer. But, luckily for them, the dreamscape is my home turf. Thankfully, I managed to get everyone out before the harmonious choir collapsed.
That's good. That's a good
Oh,
thing
so
to
that's
hear.
what happened. Thank you, Miss Black Swan.
Don't mention it. After all, I wouldn't want to see such precious memories vanish. You're heading to see your friends, aren't you? Would it bother you if I walked with you for a short while?
Is it just me, or is Black Swan speaking very slowly? It might just be me, but it just feels very, very slow to me.
Of course not. But you're not planning on doing something like last time, are you?
I hope not. But yeah, sure. Let's see where my friends are.
Why would you think that? I've never harbored any ill intentions. Well, not when you are around, anyway.
That's not very reassuring, but okay.
Himeko and Mr. Yang are probably still busy. Let's go look for Don Hung first.
Okay, let's see where our friend Gold Dragon Young is at the moment. Oh, I can see him.
Look, he's still talking to that cowboy.
Hello.
You're awake. How do you feel?
Decent.
Well, fork me. You must be that Stellaron they were talking about.
In the flesh. Nice to meet you. I'm fine, thank you. Dunhong, why do you have to blab about everything? Pork, huh? I myself prefer spooning. That's just silly. Pork, huh?
Allow me to introduce him to you.
Mm-hmm.
This is Boot Hill, a galaxy ranger.
Nice to meet
During
you,
our
Gil.
pursuit of a
Hello.
certain person, we crossed paths and just so happened to uncover a shocking plot being concocted by Mr. Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why we sought you out, to help the Astral Express save the world together.
No need for thanks. The Galaxy Ranger's principle is correct every injustice one sees.
Yeah.
That's how you lot in the Xianzhou put it, right, Don Hung?
More or less.
Excuse me while I cough my lungs up here. But yeah, I guess it is true, kind of, because both the Xianzhou and the Galaxy Rangers are following the hunt.
Wait, hold on a sec. This is the first time I'm hearing about this certain person. Who are you chasing? And why would that lead you to the Express?
It's Acheron, right?
Good question. It's, who was it again? Don Hum. Do you remember?
What? Don't keep me in suspense.
That ain't it. I just can't seem to recall. Weird. My neurochip hasn't registered any malfunctions.
That's interesting. That's a good way to start.
It... Huh. I can't seem to remember either.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on?
That's what I would like to know.
Heck. Forget about it. If it slipped all our minds, reckon that person was just a minor scoundrel.
I don't think
Unimportant.
so.
Ain't gonna stop us from piecing together the story anyhow.
I don't think so, because you were looking for Acheron, and Acheron is a pretty big deal.
Yes.
If I do say so myself.
When the dust settles, I'll just think of a way to recall it in the memory zone. Everyone, let's hurry up and look for Miss Himiko, shall we?
Mm-hmm.
He's now a minor star on Penacony, and the entire hotel's concerned about his well-being.
You're right. Let's head to the lobby then.
Let's see. I do want to meet Himeko.
You guys go. I'm an outsider, after all. I'd rather not disrupt the long-awaited reunion.
Aw. Thank you. And people say he's weird. Or not weird, but like... I don't know why people don't like Boothill. I guess, like... Super Break has been very, you know, pushed by Hoyo and HSR, and because of that, some of the Super Break characters are not well liked, but I don't know, Boothill just seems so likable to me.
Look, they're with
Maybe
the
that's
general.
just me. Hello.
That's all right. In these times of conflict for the sake of utmost safety, it is only right that the Alliance steps forward to mediate on behalf of the Astral
Yes.
Express. We must not allow you to take unnecessary risks.
Yeah, thank you, General.
Furthermore, despite the IPC's eagerness for success, it prioritizes peace above all. And the family, trapped though it may be, professes a desire for harmony. The Alliance has always won people over with reason. I firmly believe both parties can indeed put aside their differences and come to a peaceful agreement.
That would be the best case scenario.
The General possesses a deep understanding of the greater good. With the Xianzhou Alliance mediating, peace for Penacony is within reach.
Ooh, yeah.
You flatter me. But ultimately, it's been all down to the Express. Without your efforts, this sweet dream paradise would have been claimed by the last remnants of order before there was even a shot at peace. Well, would you look at that? Here comes the big hero.
It's so nice to see Jingyuan again. I do what I can.
If it isn't the galactic baseballer.
Yes.
A true hero who dares to take action.
Are you okay? I heard you couldn't wake up. Are you feeling unwell?
Not like it's not that big of a deal. I think I'm
Don't
good.
worry, Mr. Yang. There is nothing wrong with him. He practically burned through a lifetime's worth of jokes on the way here. What about you, Mr. Yang? I heard that even Miss Robin wasn't spared. And that guy locked you both up.
It's a long story. But at least Mr. Sunday took it easy on us. He used an ability called tuning to connect our consciousnesses with his. In other words, he imprisoned us within his consciousness.
Sounds rough, buddy.
Thanks to General Jing Yuan's destruction of the Harmonious Choir, we were able to escape.
That's good to know.
He used that tuning on us too.
Yeah,
Does that
he
mean
tried.
that we were almost imprisoned as well?
Almost.
I can confidently say now, he was truly after a fair fight with us. Had he wanted, he could have easily taken us down, without so much as lifting a finger.
That is
Speaking of
not
the Oak family head,
very good.
where is he now?
But yeah.
It's complicated, but in a nutshell, he's now the former Oak family head. The IPC has named him the key figure in the family's Penacony split, citing a threat to cosmic peace. He must represent the family and answer for the unrest caused. His trial is set to take place at Pier Point. The family quickly labeled him and the remnants of the Order as enemies, declaring the turmoil an internal rebellion. This move effectively barred the IPC from intervening in family affairs on both moral and rational grounds.
Oh wait. Isn't, like, the whole thing was... I'm kind of confused here, because the whole thing started with the family, and I thought that the whole family was a follower of the Order. And now they are just trying to save themselves by singling people out from within, starting with Sunday, to make them a scapegoat.
Everyone really has their own agenda, after all.
Yeah.
Then, what's going to happen to Miss Robin? She and Sunday won't be able to deny their involvement in the Charmony Festival. They're siblings, after all.
I mean, Robin tried to help us, so she should be fine. is my thinking, but based on Jinyuan's reaction, it might not be.
Why the sigh, General?
I can only say that this incident is an unexpected mess for the girl. The Alliance will try to persuade the family to consider this matter carefully during mediation. It's time, everyone. The IPC's key members and I have agreed to consult one another before the upcoming negotiation. Do any of you wish to sit in?
Of course, I do want to see where this goes.
Given the General's invitation and the matter's significance to the universe, the crew will naturally accept.
Yes.
However, if the IPC has any reservations...
Why, of course you're welcome. They've mentioned that your team is a trusted ally of the IPC in Penacony, so there's no reason not to welcome you.
I mean, yeah, we did speak with... Well, we did become allies with Aventurine, and then later on, I think Dunhung did talk with Topaz as well, so we should be fine.
Besides, if there can be reliable observers from the Astral Express present, discussions will go more smoothly. So, what do you all think?
I mean, let's go.
Well then, we shall oblige.
I'm kind of allergic to those types of situations. I think I'll
You
just
would
head
be,
back to my
Marge.
room and start packing.
That's okay, I guess. March did a lot. She went through a
Not to
lot
worry.
here.
Himiko and I will take care of things.
I'm afraid I'll also have to return to the Express first. The conductor is worried about us. It's best I go and explain the situation.
Oh yeah, Pom Pom is really in the dark here. It's okay.
Thank you. What about you, Will you join Welt and me? Or have you got other plans?
I don't really have other plans, but I love this. I have to help March pack her suitcase. Don't know why, but something tells me I only have one real option here. I will go with Miss Himeko. I do want to
Great.
see what happens.
Although I'm not too sure of the reason. The representatives from the IPC have insisted on his presence. Allow me to lead the way. Follow me, please.
Let's
The
go.
negotiation will commence at the hotel lobby. Everyone, please follow me.
Will do in just a second, but I feel like we have one assignments to dispatch again. Two, we have to adjust a little bit on the audio. Yeah, no wonder it was kind of quiet. I hope this is okay for you as well, because I usually have it on 6 when I stream. Let's go down. Pressure.
Quit giving me the stink eye.
Can I go down here? Man, I don't explore enough. I do not explore enough here. Take elevator to the lobby. Let's go. I'm not as lost as I think I am. But we can do it. Okay. And
Fancy a dreamscape sightseeing shopping tour?
excuse me, sir. I'm sorry. Didn't mean to walk right through.
You can actually book a
Mr. Aventurine and Miss Topaz are here too. Oh, and who is that over there?
It's Dr. Ratio.
The Intelligentsia Guild's Dr. Ratio.
Yes,
This assembly is quite something.
it is. It is. Hello.
It's been a while, my Astral Express friends.
It definitely is. And I have no idea how you got back from Ajax. Like, you were lost to nihility, my guy. Something really is fishy here.
I would also extend my sincere thanks to you, General of the Lafu. The presence of everyone here assures that the talks will likely reach a conclusion that satisfies all sides.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
Oh. Looks like everyone has come with expectations. Care to share?
Of course. Topaz, if you please.
Sure, leave it to me. In summary, it's good news. After much deliberation from the Strategic Investment Department's council, the absolute majority of members have agreed to the following resolutions.
Which
In
are...
light of long-term considerations for interastral peace, and by authority of Pierpoint HQ, the Strategic Investment Department, on behalf of the Interastral Peace Corporation, will permanently relinquish its claim on Penacony sovereignty and offer unconditional support of the family's rebuilding efforts on Penacony.
I feel like there's a but here. Like, there's a caveat somewhere.
Ah,
Now that's something.
So the IPC does see the big picture, huh? What's in it for you guys? Doesn't that mean Aventuring took a hit for nothing? So what's in it for you guys?
To be honest, it does nothing to benefit the IPC.
Yes?
But it is extremely beneficial to the long-term development of the entire universe.
Okay, that's too good to be true. Like, we know that the IPC always looks for something to get out of it. Like, the deal is definitely something that you need to be beneficial for both ways for the IPC. So this is way too good to be true.
Has the IPC finished sharing all its thoughts? Then it's our turn.
Okay, Dr. Ratio, I'm all ears.
The Guild, much like the Genius Society, has taken a keen interest in the recent calamity in Penacony. Ultimately, both parties have agreed to a comprehensive collaboration, offering technical support for the reconstruction of Penacony. The floor is yours for the finer points, Mr. Screwlum. Enlighten us, please.
Mr. Screwlum, I didn't know we are going to be seeing him. I love you. It's nice to see you. Hello.
Organic life's unrelenting search to understand the realm of inner spirituality is something I both admire and envy. In organic life, has no mechanism to evoke dreams. But when my mechanical impulses are activated, my inspiration circuits will start to operate, and I will enter a state defined as imagination.
Excuse me. I'm back. Sorry, I'm so sorry. I had to I had to step out for a second to take a look at something. But I'm back. Okay, so Mr. Rulum, I'm all ears. Okay? Let's see where we are.
Every time, within the realm of imagination, there emerges a fire from the shadows. It is warm, bright. I frequently ponder this flame might represent the essence of intelligence. A cluster of inspiration ignited by high temperatures. The future direction of the universe may well lie within it.
Maybe. I'm not sure where this is going.
Alas, they are nothing but projections of my thought system to me. Desired, but unattainable. But after learning of Penacony's accomplishments, I have come to realize that the flame is not beyond my grasp. After deliberations with my partners, we have decided to defer the progress of the Simulated Universe project, and instead assist the Intelligentsia Guild as technological consultants in the research of the Dreamscape and Memory Zone, so that these assets may be better used to serve humanity.
Wait, so you are halting the simulated universe for Penacony? Am I understanding that correctly?
Not only that, we've also established contact with the Garden of Recollection through the IPC, and they've pledged their support for our research endeavors.
Okay, this is... So many things are happening in favor of Penacony right now, and I do feel like none of these organizations would actually do this.
I'm truly happy for the Dream Chasers on Penacony. The cosmos' brightest and, let's admit, dimmer intellects are now at their service.
I keep getting this feeling that this is all too good to be true. Which is, like, it is way too good to be true.
Agreed. It's hard to imagine members of the Genius Society taking an interest in such mundane research.
Yes. Yes.
Never mind. At the end of the day, this is a positive outcome.
Hopefully, yeah.
No wonder everyone insisted that he be there.
It heartens me to learn that everyone is willing to put aside their differences for Penacony's plight.
Yeah, but that's
I
the
trust
part that
everyone
worries
will
me.
surely reach consensus in the upcoming negotiations.
That is the part that worries me because there's no way, no shot that all of these organizations would just come together for this one thing. Like, they didn't show this much support at the crisis of the Xianzhou. They did not do anything about the crisis at Guerrilla 6 in Belobog. What makes Penacony so special to get this kind of treatment, you know?
Looks like Penacony's future is decided. I'm wondering, is there anything else the crew is concerned about?
Yes.
Peace is our greatest wish. Beyond that, we desire nothing else.
I mean, that is true, but this is...
Well, that's good.
This is just
now
very...
that everyone's minds are at ease, I shall take my leave. You
Mind
may now
boggling.
depart with peace of mind. The Alliance will deal with all subsequent procedures.
Thank you, General. It was nice to see you,
If
I
that's
guess.
the case, it appears that we have nothing else to worry about on Penacony. Looks like it's time for us to embark on a new voyage.
Maybe.
Sounds good to me.
You two head back to the Express first. I'll pick up March and deal with the checkout procedure. Oh, also, Miss Black Swan, you have a matter to discuss with me, yes?
Nothing escapes your attention, Miss Navigator.
You've been with us this whole time, huh? In any case,
I guess
he and
so.
I will be waiting for you and March on the Express. Let's go. Our time on Penacony has come to a fruitful end.
Well, I sure hope so. We did manage to beat Sunday and the Order, so hopefully things are settling well, because yeah, I do not feel like it is
Penacony's journey
as over
ends
as
here.
they say.
I guess it was pretty fruitful.
I guess.
This is all due to your heroic deeds in Penacony.
Okay.
Everyone's been moved by your integrity and selflessness.
I am
Appreciate.
truly happy for the Dream Chasers on Penacony. The cosmos's brightest and, let's admit, dimmer intellects are now at their service.
Aventuring. Aventuring.
Well, seems the dust is finally settled now. Well done, friend.
I guess so. Okay, so we are going back to the Express.
The navigation meeting is about to start. We're all waiting for you.
When did the Express become so lively?
Everything seems very fishy.
Ahem. Looks like everyone's present. Let the navigation meeting commence then.
This a meeting to decide our next stop? How we doing this? A show of hands.
Hold your horses, cowboy. It's for those to decide.
What incarnation are you guys doing here?
Allow me to explain. Mr. Boothill and Miss Black Swan submitted a request to temporarily travel with the Express for their own personal reasons.
I mean, we did make a deal with Black Swan, so I understand Black Swan, but Boothill was kind of a surprise here.
As you all may know, The Astral Express never declines any passenger whose heart yearns for the distant stars. Therefore, they will be traveling with us for a while until they reach their destinations.
Whoa, the Express is going to be much livelier now. But, Miss Black Swan, you better not use your Memo Keeper abilities to pull any pranks.
That's one concern.
Understood, Miss Marge. I promise you, you'll never see me in your room while you're taking a break.
I mean, you have been right next to us while being invisible, so you can probably observe everything we do without us noticing.
Don't! You're freaking me out.
Alright. Now that everyone's met everyone, we can continue our navigation meeting. Firstly, Pom-Pom wishes to thank everyone. If it weren't for you all unearthing the truth about Penacony, Pom-Pom would have never known where Mikhail and the rest had gone.
Yeah, we did do that. We did find out where Mikhail has gone. Like, Mikhail's journey on Penacony. Still one of the highlights to me. Like, the story where it was focusing on Mikhail. It was so nice. I think it was very well done. It's still one of the highlights, if you ask me.
What they had to go through was regrettable, but I reckon they all fulfilled their wishes. And it was thanks to all of you. Thank you, everyone. Now then, we come to the crux of this navigation meeting. We must decide on the Express's next stop. Let me introduce our current options. The first choice is from Himiko, the oceanic planet of Lushaka.
Yes?
A planet composed entirely of water. Many aquatic races reside there. Of course, it's also the home planet of the venerable, nameless Mikhail.
Yes, Mikhail was from Lushaka originally.
The second choice is the agate world Melustanen, suggested by Welt. It's famed as one of the initial sites of the Stellaron disaster, and the place where the beauty Idrilla ascended. Today, it's celebrated as a planet of undying allure. The third choice is Edostar, a planet nestled within a vast ion storm region, currently under assault by the Antimatter Legion. However, the distress signals from there have recently ceased, prompting the IPC's wish for us to check in on the situation.
Okay, that sounds kind of dangerous.
The last choice, courtesy of Black Swan, is the glass belt Petravia, a massive belt of asteroids that was turned to glass by the Lord Ravager Zephyro. These days, it's apparently known to house one of the branches of the Morning Actors Troupe.
Ooh,
Interesting.
So many options.
Next up, everyone will select the destination that they wish to visit. And then we'll put it to a vote.
I think it would be interesting to go to Lushaka to see where Mikhail comes from.
Little Misha and old Mikhail's homeland.
Yes.
Having been through so much in Penacony, as an aspiring nameless, I believe a visit to his homeworld is a must.
Yeah.
Count me in.
Oh.
Still, I imagine that planet must have changed entirely after the Stellaron disaster. I've heard that its land masses no longer exist and the native population has completely changed.
Ooh, that's interesting. Like, land masses are totally gone, so it's just water. They are probably something similar to the Xianzhou, who basically live on spaceships, like huge spaceship colonies, but on water. That's interesting. That's actually really cool design. Like, so many choices where it can be very, like, well done, if you ask me.
I'm not against Miss Himiko's choice, but Edostar sounds like it's in danger. As nameless, should we not extend a helping hand?
That is something to consider, yes. Yeah.
March is right. Though the fact that the distress signals have ceased means we're probably too late. But I still think we should investigate the situation there.
That also makes sense.
3
Yes.
votes for Lushaka, 2 for Edo.
And what about you, Pom Pom?
Looks like we have a winner! Next up, Lushaka, the ocean planet.
Oh, Pom Pom does not vote. Okay, interesting.
Then this navigation meeting is adjourned. I'll go check the warp jump coordinates. Everyone can catch up on some rest in the meantime. When it's time to make the jump, Pom Pom will make an announcement.
There's still some time before the jump. What should I do?
Let's talk with some
How
of
about
our...
a chat? Over here.
I'll get back to you, Black Swan, in a little bit. I want to talk with my friends.
Come to
here.
think of it, this trip to Penacony was the first time we trailblazed together, wasn't it?
That's true, yes. This was the first time we worked together with Himeko. Apart from the brief time that we fought the Doomsday Beast. But yeah, this was our first mission together. I hope we can trailblaze together again someday.
Don't worry. We'll have plenty of time to spend together on the Express. So there'll definitely be more chances for adventures like this. Turn in early today. You've really been pushing yourself hard recently. If you don't take this chance to recharge, it could lead to long-term problems. It seems fine when you're young, but it's a different story as you age.
Oh, dang. That was too close. That was too close. It hits too close. Being like over 100 years old, even though I'm just a little sprite, like it hits hard. It hits hard. That's true. Mr. Yang?
You're fast becoming an excellent trailblazer. It's
Thank
an honor
you.
to be able to watch you grow.
It's an honor to have your compliment. Like, thank you. I'm such a simp. Come on. Hehe, stop flattering me.
Don't downplay your achievements. Everyone has witnessed your growth. I've known many warriors in my time, and only a few achieve the kind of growth you have. Back home, where I'm from, you'd be rated at least an S tier.
Wow. Okay.
It's not been easy for you these past few days. You've earned some downtime. I'm looking forward to seeing how you'll perform on our next journey.
Thank you, Mr. Yang, and I look forward to working with you again. Like, if you ask me though, like the story structure, where we go to different places and we have like different teams going on missions, that's such a good like concept. It makes it more dynamic. Like it shows a different way of interaction with all the characters in the story. Because obviously March and Dunhong, especially March, are very like new to trailblazing, and Himeko and Mr. Yang are more experienced, more mature. They deal with situations vastly differently. So it's nice to see, one, the way they are bonding together throughout the missions, and two, the way different characters interact with the situation as well as each other. So I think that conceptually, I really love the idea of going on missions with different team members.
Please let this trip be uneventful. Please let this trip be uneventful. Please
March.
let this trip be uneventful.
As much as I would love to, like, have that, because when you think about it, story-wise, it's just not interesting. But when trailblazing is your life, it's your everyday, I am sure having like more calm and uneventful trips is sometimes preferable to these big doomsday scenarios that we have encountered so far. But like story-wise, that would be really boring, you know? Please let this trip be uneventful.
What's with you and always copying the way I talk?
I mean, you're just kind of silly and I do enjoy that. So it's nice. We are bonding here, Marge.
The last couple of trailblazing expeditions have been downright terrifying.
Yeah.
It's about time we had some fun, cozy, and cute adventures for a change.
Well, we'll see about it when we get to our next destination.
Come on, start praying with me. Please let this trip be uneventful. Please let this trip be uneventful. Please let this trip be uneventful.
That's cute. As much as I had like reservations for March 7th, I do enjoy the dynamic that we have with her. It's very cute.
Ah. For some reason, I'm suddenly stricken by the feeling that we haven't crossed paths in quite some time.
I mean, yeah. It has been a while. We have been on the Penacony mission for quite a long time. But you are always in my...
I should have known better than to expect anything serious from you.
I am serious here. I am very, very fond of my friends that I made through this journey. And you are one of them. So, accept my love, please. This time you must disembark with us when we reach our destination. Definitely. You have to come with us.
Got it.
Hotel?
This Astral Express sure is comfy.
Yeah, it is.
I got one tiny problem with it. How come there ain't no potent drinks on this ride? I can live without malt juice. At least stock something else. Like that white gem. Common as dirt and not too pricey.
No way, our express is only rated 12 plus. Is Himeko's coffee not strong enough for you?
Oh, well, that's different kind of strong.
Yeah, got you.
All these years out in the wild, and now I'm bunking in luxury. Gotta say, it's quite the treat.
Actually, if he really like comes with us, where will he be staying? Because we know that Danhang stays in the archives. March has her own room. I think Wealth and Himeko has their own rooms as well. And we do have our own room above the party car as well. And I guess Black Swan can live in Memoria and travel with us that way. But Butio cannot do that. Who will he bunk with? Probably us, the Trailblazer, because we have the biggest room. As far as we know, because we do not have access to Mr. Yang or Himeko's room. Let's speak with Black Swan. I'm sure she has something very important to say to us.
Oh, you're here.
We are here.
Seeing your reflection among the stars in the porthole really does seem somewhat surreal. How about it? This journey of beautiful dreams. Was it to your liking?
It was, and it also wasn't. Like, a roller coaster ride is a perfect, like, way to describe it. Well, technically, I don't know. It had its ups and downs, and it was very intense. Like the whole mystery component of it was just very mind-boggling. I have been very confused by it many times, and I have voiced that opinion just as many times. So yeah, it was very confusing, but I did enjoy it, especially the part with Mikhail. Like learning about the Astral Express and getting to like see its history was very interesting to me. And then the Penacony like lore was also really good. Like I'm not really sure if it was my favorite part. I didn't really do many of the Trailblaze continuances, so I do know that we have like two for the Xianzhou. One focusing on Dan Hong and his past life and the connections he had, and I think there's also another one connected to Fei Xiao, which are both very interesting, and I'm very like eager to get to it as well. However, I do want to like do the Trailblaze missions for the main timeline first, and then get back to side stories a little later when we are all caught up, if that makes sense. So I'm not really sure if this is my favorite Trailblaze mission, but I do have a really soft spot for Misha as a character and the concept of the whole trailblazing that we got to learn through him and Mikhail. So yeah, that's it's a very enjoyable, but it does seem like there are still lots of loose ends.
There's a rich scent of curiosity here.
Yes.
Such memories can be irresistibly captivating.
Mm-hmm.
So, how about you hand that small parting gift back to me? I'm quite eager to have it back.
Small parting gift. Why do I don't remember getting this? I don't remember receiving this. The parting gift from Black Swan, a tiny card numbered 0, seemingly absent from Black Swan's collection. In the card's art, she casts her gaze into the mist of destiny. If one day you have unfortunately sunk into the memory zone's deep seas without the memory keeper by yourself, it will guide you out on my behalf. Okay, that seems interesting.
Oh?
What happened?
Never mind. I just stumbled upon a particularly fascinating spot in your memory.
Yes?
Before I explain, I would like to apologize to you. This farewell gift I gave you isn't really a compass from the memory zone, but merely an empty light cone.
Okay. What does that mean? Like, story-wise, what does that do for us?
Remember when we entered the hotel in the dreamscape for the first time?
Yes.
And I procured a few trinkets from your companions. Their functions are similar. This way, I can always be attuned to your location, ready to assist immediately if you encounter any threats.
Okay.
But this is not its most intrinsic function.
It collects memories, right?
Light cones are slices of light used to encapsulate solidified phenomena.
Mm-hmm.
This empty light cone is the same. It can etch your memories in their most vivid form, and then allow me to admire and manipulate them, turning them into unique mementos.
Okay.
All the world is born from the power of mind and soul, and that power is memory. To prevent ourselves from being forgotten by the world, we must make the world remember us. Or use our memories to recreate it. Life, seemingly vast, offers but a scant collection of impactful memories. Some joyful, some sorrowful, some light, some heavy. But you are different.
How so?
Memory is a reflection of the future. Within that reflection, I see your unparalleled worth. You have the power to craft memories that can captivate the world. Your memory can illuminate the universe's future path. And that memory will be as scintillating as the star clusters you see in this portal.
Which is why you want to collect my memory? You're making me blush? Not really. It's just very interesting. Help me take a look. I am about to ascend. I guess this is a good explanation why she would want to partner up and collect my memory.
Precisely. But do you know the deeper meaning behind it? The reason is simple. In this grandiose and ostentatious dream of the families, only you personally experienced the entire course.
What? What does that mean?
Patience, my friend. I will reveal the answer to you, but that time is not now. Turn around and take a look at your friends. Every one of them is reveling at the arrival of their next destination, all filled with hopes and expectations of their own present and future. Revealing everything at this moment would be a bit of a buzzkill, wouldn't it?
Like, girl? Girl? Miss Black Swan, please. I am very confused right now, and I'm very curious what is happening.
I'm looking for an opportune time. A time when you're totally at ease. Perhaps when the night grows hazy and you're about to drift off would be the most opportune. How about one fine night? I will prepare the candles, aromatics, and even a cushy couch to create a cozy dreamland for you. And then I will tell you the answer in the form of a little bedtime story to lull you to sleep.
Hi! Hello! Attention all passengers!
Just like that? What?
The express is about to make the jump. Please be seated and hold on.
Pom Pom. Pom Pom, you interrupted at the most important part.
It looks like we're finally about to set off. There are countless gleaming memories out there waiting for us. Why don't we just leave it at that for now?
For now?
Ah, that's right. As a small token of compensation for playing that little trick on you with the empty light cone, I will gift you with some words. They hold great significance to me.
Yes?
Life is akin to a winding labyrinth where memories serve as our sole companions.
Okay. That's all?
You'll remember these words dearly, won't you?
I will try. Yes.
In the year 2158 of the Amber Era, the first year of the new epoch, The universe resumed its intended trajectory. The kindling of conspiracy smoldered in Penacony, the land of the dreams.
Yeah.
Failing to erupt into a blaze, it instead flickered briefly on Klapoth's anvil, before vanishing in the blink of an eye. The dead and those fated to die remain in their eternal slumber, while the living find solace in deep sleep. All clamored in a cacophony of silence, and then went about their own ways. The cosmos emanated a vitality characteristic of a new era, all for the modest price of a brother and sister's mild grief.
Hold
Babies
up.
are born as stars extinguish. The silver rail unfolds. The story of the Astral Express comes to a close, yet it also embarks anew. Time marches forward, heralding the arrival of a new chapter in the history of trailblazing expeditions.
Penacony, Land of the Dreams, the end. What? Lead actors: Avery, starring Don Hong, March 7, Himeko. Okay. Photo Peasant J. Script supervisor Elio. In loving memory of the Trailblazers.
Countless shooting stars streak the sky tonight. If you can pick the right one, it will carry your wish to thousands of distant worlds.
What does it all mean? I hope we will get to find out here. Black Swan started narrating again.
You're feeling very relaxed now, aren't you? So,
Not really.
Then.
Not really. I feel very, very curious and excited. Excuse my chair. It's making some noises, but it has been an hour, so it's going to make a little more noise because I'm gonna take a little, well, not a little, a big stretchy stretch. And I do advise you also to do a big stretchy stretch because we have been sitting here for an hour straight. And also, hydration is key. Hydration is very important. So grab some water, grab a drink, anything that you would love to drink. Just make sure you get some water or liquid in your system. Well, that's one way to put it, actually. But yeah, hydration is important. Drink some water. And with that, Black Swan, please enlighten us.
It's time to tell you a little bedtime story.
I think we're ready. Let's go.
Well, let's start with a conclusion. The crew was defeated in the battle against Sunday. Everyone in Penacony failed, and no one survived.
So it didn't happen. Okay. So that is what you have been so spoiling me with since the Monday stream, with the anniversary stream. So we did fail our battle against Sunday. That is very unfortunate, but so we are currently in the dream of order that Sunday wanted to establish.
But
Hmm.
don't panic. The truth, as horrifying as it may be, is not yet irreversible.
Okay.
There's still a glimmer of hope.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I'm here.
Nice. I think, yeah.
Next, I'll use this empty light cone that carries all your memories to relive everything that happened before. And when this story reaches its end, I'm sure someone as clever as you will notice that. There's a major flaw in the story you have experienced. Yet, within that flaw lies a glimmer of hope. Are you ready for it?
Ready as I can ever be.
Do you remember everything? When the clock turned back, the Express started a warp jump, sending you to a strange dream.
Yes.
You were bewildered back then, and then a Galaxy Ranger named Acheron showed you a way out.
Yeah. I do remember that.
When you arrived at the Reverie Hotel, you met the doorman Misha and had a confrontation with Aventurine, an IPC representative.
Yes.
Thankfully, Acheron appeared again and helped you. After that, you saved Firefly and explored Penacony together. During the tour, you ran into Sparkle disguised as Sampo and accidentally entered a child's dream. There, I rescued both of you from death, but Firefly didn't return to reality. She realized the truth and tried to involve you in her plan, but that resulted in an accidental death. Even more unsettling, you soon encountered another murder. The 2 cases of death prompted you to investigate the truth behind the sweet dream. Despite your efforts to gather information about the 2 victims, you didn't make much progress. But you did learn about the watchmaker from Gallagher.
We did. Yeah, Gallagher told us a story about watchmaker and how Penacony got to the place where it is now.
Meanwhile, Aventurine was secretly carrying out his scheme, in which you were one of the pawns. In the midst of a fierce battle, Acheron revealed her true identity as an emanator of the Nihility and unsheathed her sword.
Yes, and broke Penacony's sweet dreams sky.
That strike foiled Aventurine's plan and opened a passage between the sweet dream and the original memory zone. Upon your arrival at Dreamflux Reef, you learned the truth that death was actually dormancy.
Yes, it wasn't
as well as the
that.
truth about the dreamscape, the Stellaron, and the bellboy, Misha.
It wasn't actually that. It was a messenger between the sweet dream and I guess the original dream that was Penacony's dream.
You split up with Sunday and Robin, looking for a way to seal the Stellaron.
Yes?
However, it turned out that Sunday and the Dream Master had their own hidden agenda.
Yes.
And you had to engage in an ultimate duel on the stage of the Charmony Festival. Finally, the story reached its conclusion. You emerged victorious, with the Trailblaze triumphing over the Order, and Penacony embracing a bright and peaceful future.
Yes.
This marks the end of the thrilling journey in Penacony. I'm sure you've already noticed something unusual, haven't you?
Yeah.
The major flaw, which contradicts all the known information, hides in this story.
That is the disguise of dormancy. Acheron unsheathed her sword and revealed the power of the nihility. The fake death of Firefly and Robin. Which was the information that actually contradicts the story. That is the disguise of dormancy. So Firefly and Robin were not actually dead. I think it might be this one. I'm sure we get like a prompt that says, "Oh, yeah, not sure about that, buddy," but I think it's this one.
Well, although the fake deaths of those two ladies don't align with our initial assumptions, this fact itself doesn't contradict the information we have so far. I'll go ahead and eliminate that incorrect answer for you.
Okay.
So,
we didn't choose
what
right.
is the fatal flaw?
I have no idea. My first encounter with Misha at the motel, hotel, not motel. Interesting. Um, I was attacked by Sparkle disguised as Sempo. We didn't really get an explanation on that whole Sparkle thing. Like, what was her plan and the Galatians' plan? Like, the Masked Fool's plan. Acheron? Maybe Sparkle?
Sparkle. Yes, Sparkle. The most enigmatic and elusive character in the entire story.
Yeah, that's not the right choice.
Unfortunately, she was the first to uncover the truth, and she did purposefully attack you to create confusion. By the way, she left me a message to pass on to you. Always make sure you can distinguish reality from imagination.
That is a good advice.
Is that a clue, you may wonder? I'm not sure, although I'm pretty sure that the fatal flaw has nothing to do with that masked fool.
I guess it's supposed to be Acheron then, because she was one of the key players, I think.
Are you suggesting that the sleeping and shapeless never bestows its gaze upon anyone?
No.
And thus, no one can truly possess the power of the nihility? That's a very astute guess. But unfortunately, Acheron did progress further down the path of the nihility. Her unwavering belief in liberating the world from the grasp of paths surpasses the capabilities of ordinary humans.
I am so lost here.
I'll discard that incorrect answer for you. Take your time.
At this point, let's just see all the options. Misha?
Little Misha. Or should I call him the Watchmaker? He's only a segment of memory in a dream bubble, but his ambition for the Trailblaze led him to leave the bubble and embark on a grand adventure in Penacony.
Yeah. My heart goes out to Misha.
Well, Misha is a rather special Memory Zone meme, and he was granted power by the Trailblaze. There's still one thing that he shouldn't be able to do. A life born in the Memory Zone could never manifest in reality.
Yeah.
So, why did he appear in the Reverie Hotel in reality?
Wait, did I just accidentally choose the right option?
The answer is simple. He is the one fatal flaw that contradicts all our known information.
I did.
This means
it
that
was
you,
Misha,
who wholeheartedly believe in this memory, are still trapped in the dreamscape at this very moment. Wake up, sleepyhead. Break free from this eternal dream and return to the real world. We'll find our answers there.
It was Misha. Yeah.
The train is about to make the jump.
5, 4, 3, 2.
And we are back in Penacony, baby. It was all a dream. Of course it was all a dream.
This way, darling.
Wow. Okay. I knew it was too good to be true. And I usually do a little, just a teeny tiny bit research between episodes to like episodes between streams to make sure that things are, going smoothly and I can do like some thumbnails as well. But yeah, that's
Not another one. Thank you so much, Black Swan.
but yeah, it was too good to be true. What do you mean that all major factions, like all major the organizations were just willy-nilly abandoning every sense of logic and focusing on Penacony rebuilding, and then yeah, it was too good to be true.
Finally, I can breathe a sigh of relief.
What happened?
I understand you must be confused, and we'll do our best to shed light on the situation.
Yes?
However, before that, it's essential to know that this place is the rift between dream and reality. A place reserved only for those who have awakened from Enna's dream.
The Order. We failed our mission. Sunday took over.
Do you remember Sunday's ambitious plan?
Yes.
He intended to harness the power of the Stellaron, the collective will of over 100,000 Oak family members, and the desires of everyone in Penacony to usurp the harmony and restore the order.
But really, was it the desire of everyone in Penacony to do that? I'm not quite sure about that.
Unfortunately, it didn't stop there. From the early days of our journey into Asdana, we were already affected by the Stellaron. That strange dreamscape where we met. Maybe it was a sign that your thoughts were beginning to drift away.
Wait. So we didn't enter a dream. We entered this place. We were in between dream and reality. We might be back in the beginning of the story. Probably not at the beginning, but this is just a dream,
I
right?
don't think the goal of the Order was to put everyone into a deep sleep. Quite the contrary. They used the Stellaron to catalyze the leakage of Asdana's memoria into the material world, allowing the dreamscape to blend with reality.
Ah, okay. That sounds even worse.
And that included a lot of memoria from the Beyond the Sky Choir. As time came and went, the dreams eventually became indistinguishable from reality, and reality became an illusion. People think they are awake, but their spirits have long since stepped into the Temple of Order.
This is what makes Enna's dream so powerful. In this paradise governed by the Order, everyone indulges in their delightful dreams and lives happily ever after. I believe what you experienced in the sweet dream, except for that flaw, was real. Only in this way could you reach the destination, lifting the crisis in Penacony and embarking on your next trailblazing expedition.
Yes, because how else would have been we would have been able to meet Misha in reality? Because that's the part that made me confused with Misha as a character and his significance to the plot, apart from being the watchmaker. The fact that I thought that I remembered meeting him this place where where I met Acheron, and I thought that was a dream. And then when I only and then I thought that I only met him when I entered the dream, not at the hotel lobby before the journey began, or before we got into the whole Penacony thing. But yeah, he was briefly in reality, I guess. And that's only possible if Memoria is leaking out into reality. Wow.
If
Okay.
it wasn't for Acheron's plan, we might have been trapped in this dream forever.
Fortunately, while the path of the Order governs all things, it can't affect the Nihility.
That
I came
makes
to
sense,
realize
yeah.
this when the Dream Master tried to expel me at any cost.
Yeah, because the Dream Master did confront Acheron after the adventuring fight.
This is also why you felt a sense of peculiarity when traveling with her. Well, I'm not as fortunate as she is. Even if I'm a memo keeper, I was still influenced by the power of the Order and fell into hallucinations.
Interesting. So memo keepers are not necessarily immune to like imbalances or like how do I say this? Like problems with memoria and stuff like that. Like if there's a disturbance, if there's a problem, memo keepers can be affected as well.
However, thanks to your memories, now we still have a chance to turn the tide.
For mortals, even if they possess the great power of a path, they can't create a flawless world like gods do. That's why there was a flaw in your dream. In other words, once you have realized the world is not real, you'll have a chance to break free from the dream.
The flaw in your dream lies within Misha, who could have never appeared in reality. When I turned the pages of your memories, I realized that I was in an illusion too.
Interesting. I did not expect it all to come back to Misha. Actually, like I thought he was a great setup. I thought he was a great explanation on where things have gone sideways, maybe. Well, not necessarily. It was more of an early version. Not early version, but the beginnings of Penacony and how the Trailblazers were the ones who started the whole betterment of Asdana. And then later on, when the family came, it got took over by the family. But yeah, I did not expect it all to come back to Misha.
Now Sunday has usurped the power of the Harmonious Choir through the Charmony Festival. Asdana has thus fallen into Enna's dream, transforming everyone equally into the notes of the Eon. Failure doesn't mean weakness. Only the strong can gather the will to resist the Order and try to break free. We still have a chance, though. To make it happen, please, Black Swan, guide us to those with a strong will.
All right, please come with me.
With a strong will.
These people are...
They're the ones who accept Enna's dream and indulge in their happy illusions. We have no means to wake them up now. Not even your clockwork will do the trick. However...
The spark has completely gone from their eyes, replaced instead by a colossal mania. Clockwork? Satisfied? Yeah. The same thing that happened with the final act that Sunday has shown us. Your clockwork doesn't seem to be working anymore. I cannot go here. Dream bubble? Can I see dream bubble? Oh, we got a sticker out of it. Is there anything else? Can we interact with these? No. Pressure.
Oh, you want this? Fine.
Yes.
Take it and amuse yourself.
I did want to take a look. To see if I can interact with stuff, because I feel like this place is not like an actual place where I can return later on to explore. Well, technically it's the Reverie into Dreamscape, so we might be able to, but I'm not sure. Yeah. So clockwork does not work on any of them. We could cut through here, but I think it's safer to just go around. Or is that the only one? Oh no, that's a completely different way, so we do have to cut through. Puzzle? Let's do a puzzle. Oh, it's this one. I forgot about this. We have to get the clockwork. Well, I guess that was easier than I thought. TikTok, I think I'm not that bad myself. Who knows? I might be able to do this job well.
Oh.
Eerie building. Nice. Yeah, I think like seeing that we have puzzles and stuff that I can interact with here. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Seeing that I have puzzles and stuff that I can interact with, I'm sure we can come back here. So I'll just go on with the story. Can I leave before they attack? No! No. We do have to fight.
Life's like a good, my friends. Indulge yourselves!
Oh, and I do have my farming team on with me.
It ain't over.
Which is not great.
I've heard the call.
But sure, I think we can work with it.
Curiosity, endless riddles. Nothing but a void. You won't get away. Open sesame. Glimpse the unknown.
We can do this. It's not that hard. If you ask me.
You won't get away.
You get a follow-up here.
Overcome the thorns. Serenity is before me.
I don't have time for games.
Berta.
Expand your thinking.
Time for an overhaul.
Last.
In the mood for another.
Let's go.
Torment and doubt, farewell.
Berta.
Open sesame.
And we're good.
Amazing.
Can you let
But
me...
then again, it's me we're talking about.
Wait, is this locked? Well, how do I get there? Can I teleport? I can just teleport. I thought I would be able to go through, but I guess the game is trying to block us from it. Go to the lobby to meet everyone.
Here we are.
It's Robin.
Oh yeah, if someone has a strong will and someone that can wake up from this dream, it's Robin. It has to be Robin.
Finally, you've arrived.
Let me introduce you to Robin. She woke up from Anna's dream by her own will. And it's this tough lady who led us here with her song.
I woke up for the same reason as all of you. In the dream, I experienced something that could never occur in reality.
And that is?
Are we going to lock it up in a cage? I want to see it fly freely in the sky.
Without us, this bird would be too fragile to survive on its own. Do you want it to die?
No, but...
Then let's take care of it together until it can return to the sky.
Yeah?
Huh?
Birds have wings because they're meant to fly. Even if they may crash on the ground one day, they shouldn't be trapped in a cage. Birds belong to the sky, so we should help them return there, right?
That is Robin's philosophy. Not Sunday. So Sunday saying it is quite...
The illusion was so impossibly blissful that I realized it was just a dream.
Yeah, because they had very opposing views on the matter.
And this is our final hope. Anna's dream is founded upon the harmonious choir. Namely, everyone's shared wishes. It will only materialize once the aspirations of all beings in Penacony merge as one.
Yes.
At present, it has become impervious due to people's desire to remain slumbering within the dream. And in order to destroy it, we must make everyone in Penacony want to wake up.
Now comes the tricky part. How do we do it?
How would we be able to do it? Like, I think Robin, as the voice of harmony, would be able to do it. But we have to make her reach everyone. So we have to support her with that. It does not sound simple at all. I think we have to go back to the
yearning
dream.
for sweet illusions borders on obsession, leading them to subconsciously resist the harsh reality.
Yeah, escapism. Escapism is very strong.
Therefore, I carefully selected a moment where he was completely unguarded, guiding him to uncover the truth himself to make him regain his consciousness. However, to wake up everyone in Penacony and get them to share the same determination, that would be nearly impossible.
Unless...
Indeed. I'm afraid it's almost as difficult as resurrecting an Eon.
But we can't just stay here and do nothing.
Danhong! Boot Hill!
This is a critical moment for the whole universe. Who cares about some dumb number?
You have woken up here? Well. Someone enjoys making a dramatic entrance.
Thanks to Black Swan.
You're welcome. And thanks to the memo keepers in Penacony, too. I believe your partners have also awakened from their dreams.
Let's go, Astral Express Cruise.
This is the first step of our plan. With the assistance from the Garden of Recollection, those who possess a strong will, like you, will gradually awaken from the dream. These free wills are the discord that will sway Anna's dream.
However, awakening a mere handful of individuals is insignificant compared to the vast number of people immersed in the dream. We must find other ways to awaken the free will of millions of people within a short period of time.
Yes.
If breaking through from the inside proves challenging, we can seek assistance from the outside. We've long been aware of a potential solution.
A potential solution?
Asdana is a galaxy known for its abundant memoria, and the remarkable phenomenon known as synesthesia dreamscape. When people first enter this place, they often find themselves and others sharing a collective dream.
Yeah?
At this very moment, there is only one dream encompassing the entire Asdana system.
It is Anna's dream of order.
So, you mean, if we can attract a large number of outsiders to this system, their free will would intertwine with this dream and shake it to its core?
Overwhelm it. Yes. That also makes sense.
However, those outsiders might also succumb to the dream and become the foundation of the Order instead.
Yeah, that's a double-edged sword.
The real challenge is, how can we gather a huge number of people as determined as you within a short period of time?
I mean, we could always ask for the help of actual Xianzhou, not just the dream one. But then you will have to take it into account that not all of the members of the Xianzhou might be able to resist the dream of order.
Looks like the Jadab Kiss of Allying Oath will be the only solution.
I mean, yes. But it's risky.
No need for that.
Hill? Any suggestions?
Keep your once-in-a-lifetime treasure. We don't need to bother the Xianzhou Alliance for such a tiny request. You want thousands of people with unwavering free will? That's easy. Just leave it to us Galaxy Rangers.
You can gather Galaxy Rangers?
Outsiders may see Galaxy Rangers as elusive and disconnected individuals, and actually, they're right. And that's why we have a tacit understanding among us.
Okay, so your disconnectedness, the individualness of it comes in clutch for us.
Do you know what it is, Acheron?
It's the relic I returned to you.
Exactly. Its owner must have told you that it's meaningless to anyone other than a Galaxy Ranger, and that it can only fulfill its purpose when returned to its rightful owner.
Yes. Oh, sorry about that. The mic got a little shaken there.
Because it's a burial artifact. Worthy only of a hero who has served the Galaxy Rangers with honor. When its light illuminates the universe, it means the fall of a hero. And in the direction it falls, countless meteors will streak across the sky. Those meteors are Galaxy Rangers, coming from all corners of the cosmos, driven by a shared purpose, without questioning the cause or counting the cost. Because we abide by a bottom line.
To Honor to honor a comrade.
The shooting stars of the hunt only descend on the longest night. And with them comes the dawn. We've stayed silent for far too long. Now, it's time to remind all the cowards, oppressors, and villains of the universe of our presence. I'll be the one to ignite the first spark.
Once the dreamscape is swayed, I'll complete the second step. I'll fine-tune the slumbering souls with the Song of the Harmony, interrupting them with the discord of Trailblaze, and guiding them towards reality. It's true that some people are born strong, and others are born weak. If the Trailblaze is the target of heroes, then the Harmony will guarantee that the strong help the weak. Only the people of Penacony themselves can be the saviors of their homeland.
Yes.
Their path of happiness should be forged by themselves.
Exactly.
While I may not be a nameless, I'm willing to instill courage in all those who need it.
Just as the Harmony should.
This includes my brother as well. Anna's dream is too cruel for him and everyone else.
Yeah.
Your plan sounds well conceived, but still, it appears somewhat idealistic and romantic. The flaws rooted in human nature can't be eradicated overnight. Do you believe these efforts alone are enough to convince everyone to choose the right path?
I don't think we have any other choice here.
I agree with you, Black Swan. That's why the most critical aspect of this plan is not to convince everyone to choose the right path, but to inspire them to save themselves.
Yes, exactly. Like, there is no right decision. Sorry. There is no right decision. There's no right or wrong when it comes to decisions that you make for yourself. The most important part is that you can make that decision. And with Anna's dream of order, we as a collective, or Penacony as a collective, has been stripped of that exact choice. So, yes, that's the most important part of this plan.
So, you're the key in the end, I assume?
The Harmonious Choir possesses the power of an emanator. To overcome it, you'll need the same level of power.
Yes.
The final step in destroying the sweet dream will be my responsibility.
That's a relief to hear.
Now that our roles are assigned, let's get to our battlefields and pose a grand finale.
Let's go.
May I have a moment alone with you? There's one more thing I need to explain to you.
We need all the information and all the, like, hands that we can get for this mission, so go ahead.
This grand festival is drawing to its close. This is the starting point for the ultimate stage of our journey, just as it marked the beginning of all the stories in Penacony.
Whatever we are facing, I'm prepared. This is where Firefly uncovered the truth. Your words still carry profound significance. Whatever we are facing, I'm prepared.
I have faith in you. However, before we depart, there is one more thing I must tell you. There's something you should know. We were able to locate you within this boundless dream and find the key to breaking free from the dream. All because of one person's unwavering dedication.
Is it Firefly?
Firefly.
Yes.
She awakened from the dream ahead of others, discovered the Express amidst the stars, and brought us valuable information about the remnants of the Order. She may have been aided by the script, and it came at a cost.
That's what she was talking about. Her third death, right?
As you know, Firefly is a stowaway who entered the dreamscape in a different way from ours. Without the dream pool in the hotel or assistance from the family, she can only awaken from this dream in one way. A real death. We mustn't fail her determination. I'm not implying that we must win this fight no matter what, but our resolve should match that of that courageous lady.
Yes. Yes. I 100% agree with this.
Are you ready?
Let's embark on the finals.
Very well. Now, please close your eyes.
Team must include Avery. How are we feeling? I'm feeling kind of excited. I am excited. We need fire and imaginary. We need to use Avery in this fight. I think we are, since we need fire, Himeko and Gallagher are good for us right here. Herta is my strongest DPS, so we do need her as well. And since we have to use Avery, it's a story one, so we are not using my Avery. So hopefully his traces are stronger than mine. But yeah, I think this is a good lineup for us. At least I hope so. Start the challenge.
How long has this reign been ongoing?
If I remember correctly, it has lasted for decades, or even centuries. The unwavering determination of the Hunt followers persists even in death. But thankfully, we've guided those lost souls to their lives beyond. They were heroes in their time. And they won't be reduced to puppets of the Nihility in their death. You see, the shadows on the sea have vanished. Do you remember? You once said that the sky would clear when the regrets of the departed had faded away.
But it's still raining.
I know.
So, why is all this? Why did this rain choose me?
Because someone's regrets haven't been fulfilled, perhaps. Mortals who walk the paths are like sailors on a vast ocean, leaving behind a trail that creates countless ripples of possibilities. These ripples last longer than the fleeting lifetimes of humans, and for some, their presence leaves such a strong mark that it's reflected in the waves. Sin-thirsters, the obsessions of the Pathstriders. They emerge from the depths of Ix, seeing themselves as masters of their own destiny, unknowingly repeating the actions of their past lives. They emerge from the Nihility and head toward it, leading purposeless lives. However, these hollow phantoms, they have journeyed with me for such a long time.
Oh, so this is how it is. I'm already
Oh man. That is a reveal. That is very strong. Yeah.
Yes.
Are you watching over me?
This is my duty as the Watcher of the Acheron. I'm guarding the path to the abyss of the Nihility, guiding every soul reluctant to become one with it. Back to this side.
But if this is what the departed ones expected, should you try to change it?
I don't know. But someone once told me that when the inevitable moment came, he hoped that someone would stand at his grave and place a bouquet of flowers.
Even if it doesn't make sense at all?
Some tasks have to be done, even if they are pointless. I have experienced that much already. Please extend your hand, and then close your eyes. I'll carry your wish with me and fulfill it. Only then will I be able to put an end to the final regret by the Dead Sea.
Will I ever see them again?
Yes, that is certain. Because it was you who told me about the Express, your two former companions. The expedition cut short by the swarm, your narrow escape from death, and your encounter with the Galaxy Rangers. And Penacony, the hometown to which you could never return.
Yeah. For countless times, I got rejected by the family and had to pass it by. But I knew that my companion was still there. Alone. Mikhail, are you still there?
Oh no. So we did find out Tiernan's fate after leaving Penacony.
Take my hand and come with me. We will leave this place. You'll embark on a long, long journey, shrouded in darkness. But fear not, as a touch of red will be awaiting you at the end of the path. That's the color of existence. Follow it, and it'll guide you and illuminate the way out. By doing so, you'll eventually reunite in the warmth of the sunlight.
Thank you.
May death be the end of your boundless dream, guiding you back to the waking world. Welcome to the horizon of existence. This place is one of the thousands of manifestations belonging to the sleeping and shapeless. And it's also an exit out of the nihility for the awake ones. Let's bid our final farewells here.
Man, wow, okay.
Always distinguish between reality and imagination. All right, Gray?
Life is akin to a winding labyrinth, where memories serve as our sole companions.
May your schemes be forever concealed.
Anna's dream is too cruel for him and everyone else.
To the imperfect tomorrow.
I still remember the question on the invitation letter. Why
does life slumber?
Why does life slumber? We don't know the answer yet. But we're about to awaken from this dream. Or perhaps such is the answer itself. Leave this place. Return to where you belong. And awaken Penacony from this dream.
Will you come with us? Or what if folks don't want to wait? Will I get to witness your hidden plan? Will you come with us?
As I said, our plan is not about convincing everyone to choose the right path, but about inspiring them to save themselves. So, when will people actively save themselves? The answer is when they are in desperate situations, like a drowning individual in the deep sea. When one's body and mind bear immense pressure, agony, confusion, and despair will follow. I firmly believe that the fragility of humankind often freezes them in their tracks. But in truly desperate situations, they will strive to save themselves. And now, Penacony has enough heroes to lead them forward.
I hope that's true.
It's through this inherent, self-centered instinct that people exert their utmost effort, even when they know their struggle is fruitless. As absurd as it may seem, it's their resistance. As for now, it is time to guide them, not as a savior, but as a nameless among those mortals. In this way, you will reunite in the warmth of the sunlight. The rain is intensifying. Before we part ways, please allow me to ask a few final questions.
Go ahead.
So far, you have forged unbreakable bonds with numerous individuals and entities in the sweet dream.
Yes.
Might I ask if you fear severing these bonds with your own hands?
I feel no fear.
If there is a vast, lifelike dreamland that is virtually indistinguishable from reality, a realm without death, where everyone can attain the happiness and fulfillment they deserve, living blissfully ever after, I would ask, would you wish to stay?
I would never, ever want to live in a dream.
Imagine if this splendid dream were fated to fall apart. Friends, family, strangers, followed by the gentle breeze, soaring birds, the stars, and ultimately yourself. Everyone, and every face they remember. The joy and the heartaches, the vows sealed and those left hanging. All will inevitably march towards a predetermined ending. If you had grasped the journey's finale right from its inception, I would ask, would you still embark on this journey?
I would blaze a trail without hesitation.
I'm glad. The answer itself doesn't matter. What matters is that you've made a decision. Listen, touch, and ponder. And therein lies the sensation. Cherish it, because that's what makes us exist. Such is the only answer humans can offer when facing the nihility. If the nihility represents the primal fear of life, rendering any lofty convictions insignificant under their imposing shadow, then behind this shadow, there must exist the most fervent source of light in the world. Just as every life that edges closer to death fervently approaches the end of the nihility, we must pursue that primordial light.
Now, come to think that you exist in the nihility, and you watch over others to depart it, such a task is absurd and meaningless.
Nevertheless, someone had to do it. As for the meaning you mentioned, even if it's a meaningless task, I've come this far, haven't I?
Even if the future you forge may not even belong to you.
It may not belong to me, but it definitely belongs to someone.
What hardships you must have experienced. In that case, allow me to do something meaningless too. Please, tell me your name. Perhaps my existence will vanish in the next moment and nobody will remember this conversation or your answer. But I believe that your name should be remembered. And this universe will remember it as well.
For me, some things are difficult to recall. Yet there are others that I find challenging to forget. Such is memory, a creation of the past that blossoms into significance in the distant future. I remember that marks the start of my journey. The origin of the vibrant red hue in my life, and the most fervent element amidst every tempest. That's my name. Raiden Mori. May. The Golden Dream is getting restless. In the coming long nights, I'm afraid you will face many setbacks and witness many tragedies. And in the end, you will only see in black and white. But please believe me, that in that monochrome world, there will be a glimpse of fleeting red. And when you make a choice, it will appear once more. What you must do is ponder its significance, then return to the waking world.
That's where we all find our answers.
Whew. We are ready as ever will be.
We've done enough sleeping already. Let's show them a wake-up call.
It is time to face Sunday. That was... wow. Okay, that was very sentimental. That was beautiful. I did like that very much, yes.
Awaken from your dream.
I
still don't understand.
will do. Forgive me for this, but I feel like they do this on purpose. They do like animations this slow just so
It won't be so easy
you feel
next time.
kind of frustrated. At least to me, it's very frustrating, so I have to put it on doubles.
Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Maybe I'm just too used to it, but like, yeah. Can we break here? No, but we can set up. We can set up a Gallagher ultimate.
Indulge yourself!
You won't get away.
And we do break, so we.
Step up, let's see ya.
Yes, it was the right choice for us to do so. It's only 60, so yeah. We are going for break damage so that we get more
How can the weak be righteous?
shield.
Listen up.
Never seen
And hope
protection
to
before.
break.
Expand your thinking. I have something for you.
We can break here, yes. Let's go.
You won't get away.
And then we do get a follow-up attack.
I like that confidence.
We will never choose to run. Let's play our own map. Let the show begin.
Ooh, okay. I am pumped up. I am very excited about this fight.
The heavens, and I'm no exception.
And I feel like we are doing very well with it.
Curiosity, endless riddles. Nothing but a void.
We do super break here as well. I think, yeah.
Open sesame. Watch it crumble.
Let's go. We can break here as well.
Time for an overhaul.
Break here. That's
You won't
61.
get away.
And then, yeah, there's a break as well.
7,336 notes. I solemnly invite you to join the glorious chorus and ascend into the heavens.
That's very intense. Okay.
Expand your thinking.
Still the same wisdom comes protection.
We do need to break here.
Life's like a good
I think we do have to set this up again so that we get more break damage. Like right here.
You won't get away.
And then we get a follow-up that's helping us with break as well.
All things are part of the melody.
Curiosity is a dangerous thing.
Yes, this is dangerous right now.
Endless riddles.
But I think we
Nothing
can
but a void.
get it back.
Dreamscape is indistinguishable from reality. Can it still be called an illusion?
Yes. It is. It is still an illusion.
Open sesame. Watch it crumble.
Keep up with me.
Where do I could break? Yeah, I will break one of them, and then we get a follow-up from Himiko.
With this perfect melody I command, recreate paradise anew.
Robin! Robin to the rescue.
Music.
There seems to be another kind of sound coming into the Order's symphony. Penacony's first and last disharmony.
Quickly use Horizon's Echo from afar to attack enemies.
Those imprisoned in their dreams are awakening for freedom.
Disorderly noise! Robin, is that you singing?
Brother, you have heard their cries. This is not the paradise they hoped for.
Even so, they don't know where they should be heading. That's why I had to become the lone star in the sky to guide them.
Even if that star must hang in a perpetual night of solitude.
You won't get away.
And we are back to crying. Okay. That is... It is very, very... interesting. Like, I do see where Sunday is coming from, and I understand that his intentions are very good, but at the same time it is not good for him nor for the people of Penacony. I do not have enough skill points here, so I will have to do a normal attack here.
Helpless as ever.
Do I want to waste the skill point here for that one person? I don't.
If we had never experienced solitude, how could we have embarked on different paths? Now, our final talk has concluded. All the work of creation has been completed. The inevitable day has arrived. The embryo of philosophy will reshape for us all of reality.
Oh wow. Okay, that's actually beautiful.
Save more people. Sever my path with your hands. I swear on truth.
Every time you break a layer of enemy toughness, you gain a certain collective shield. Break as many layers of enemy toughness as you can to gain collective shield and resist damage from Im Ampang. Why? What? Yeah. Dot. I have no idea how to pronounce that. I'm so sorry. I just butchered that.
Wake up! Oh, may I honor you? How insolent! It ain't over.
Curiosity, endless riddles. Nothing but a void. Expand your thinking. Watch it crumble.
I swear on words.
I have something for you.
With this 7-day
have a noble soul. Don't be shackled by the past. Keep up with me. Listen up.
We are not just saving the people of Penacony here, we are saving Sunday as well.
It was not you who created all things. It was humanity that created you. Its divine being will become the foundation of our paradise.
Let's play our own melody. Let the show begin.
I guess that was Anna's remnant as order, as the Aeon of Order preserved by the harmony.
You won't get away.
Perhaps you still do. Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Helpless as ever.
But we are trying to save the people of Penacony, and we are saving Sunday as well here. Because if you really think about it, yes, he did all these things, but at the same time, he did forsake himself into eternal solitude as well.
The weakness of humanity cannot be redeemed by others.
I'll take the lead. Listen up.
In the mood for another beating?
I don't have time for games. Expand your thinking.
Time for an overhaul.
Blasphemous! Wake up! Step up, let's see ya! Blasphemous! By the solemn desire for order.
Stop it! You want to achieve the paradise we promised. But the order is not the only choice. True happiness, the meaning of life, lie in defying the nihility and embracing all that life offers.
Witness the will of the weak!
Dreams cut short. So, why does life slumber?
Because someday we will wake from our dreams.
The night is still too short.
Brother, the dream is over.
In the first year of the AE 2158, a fiery conspiracy erupted in the land of the dreams, but soon faded in chaos and destruction. Whispers carried the tale of those fateful 48 system hours, when a sun teetered on the precipice of collapse. A paradise stood on the brink of destruction, and a world was poised to surrender to its new master. Amidst it all, a body decayed, a pack of vultures gathered, and a brother and sister were doomed for long separation. And so, an eon succumbed to slumber once more. Some celebrated this fall, while others mourned. Among the insignificant witnesses, mere specks in the vast tapestry of the universe, it was said that this time, the Eon met their demise with dignity. As the cosmos bathed in the radiance of a pure dawn, a tempestuous storm brewed on the horizon. The chant of all for the Amber Lord grew ever louder. Yet, no matter how one contemplates it, time inexorably swings Klapot's colossal hammer in eternal cycles. The tale of the Astral Express reaches both its conclusion and a new beginning. Time marches forward, heralding the arrival of a new chapter in the history of trailblazing expeditions.
Wow, okay. I'm so sorry. I've been very quiet in this final battle. But it was just very beautiful, and it was very, like, I really enjoyed it. And I'm happy that we actually got to beat it first time. Like, we didn't have to do the whole boot camp thing again just to beat it. But yeah, story wise, I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed seeing everything come together. um I don't know what else to say apart from that. Like, that was just very beautifully done, and I really like the boss design. I really like the enlightenment, the fact that Sunday believed so much in his way, in the way of the order, that he actually took it upon himself to suffer eternally for those who he helped by creating this dream of order. Like, that is also a will so strong, and it is admirable, very misguided and very unhealthy, but it is at the same time admirable. So I do understand why a lot of people love Sun in a certain way, but excusing his actions, I'm not sure. Like, I don't feel like I am as actively engaged with the fandom as a content creator maybe should be, but I do see where he's coming from, and I do see where a lot of people might want to support him in his endeavors. But at the same time, we do have to realize that it is at the expense of free will and personal choice, which should never be stripped of anyone, even when it is enforced upon yourself. Because when you think about it, Sunday's whole dream was the fact that he wanted to save people. He wanted to give them this beautiful utopia of life, and took it upon himself to suffer for it, to keep it up, to be able to maintain, you know? So yeah, I very much enjoyed that. I think it was beautifully done, and I'm very happy that Robin and Sunday could reconnect at the end, and Robin could, well, at least I hope that she could comfort his older brother. And then we get back to the whole symbolism of their, not really their path, because both of them are on the path of harmony when we are talking about the playable characters, but their element, maybe, if I'm not really sure what the game calls them, but Sunday is imaginary and Robin is physical. And it was like, when I just heard about Robin first, when I saw her release, when I thought about the character as like a harmony physical character, I didn't really understand why she became a physical character. But now it makes total sense. To me, at least. Because it is very symbolic of their relationships with each other and with their philosophies of life. Because Robin is very much for reality. Robin is for the free will of the people and trying to make reality better as much as possible. and Sunday is like, trying to offer an escape from reality to the people. And imaginary is not it's not on the nose. It is very obviously the element that you can use for that. It's kind of poetic, if you ask me. I do feel like these characters and concepts do have a lot of thought put into them, and I do enjoy the way they did it. Were there problems? There's always problems. Some little hiccups, maybe a little plot hole here and there. It happens to the best of us. Most storytellers work with them, not work around them, but work with them and try to make it even better when they spend on it. So who knows? Maybe in the future we will find something more or experience something more that can, make this an even better story in hindsight. But we do have to. And I've been yapping for like, I think, 5 minutes? I don't know. But I do want to finish this part of the story and then hope for the best. Because I think, yes, we did finish, or at least did get to. And on the eighth day. Well, that was a nice way to pronounce that. But yeah, we did get to it and did manage to defeat Sunday. And I'm seeing that it's very, very long. So at least I'm hoping to get out of this this part. And see where it goes. But I don't want to like cut it off immediately because I do have a feeling that I don't really have the chance to.
Brother, do you think the stars will fade away?
Where did that come all of a sudden?
Because the constellation that looks like a bird, the torrent eagles, looks a bit dim lately.
It's the Torment Eagles. Don't worry, it's still there. It's located in the inner ring of Penacony and can only be seen when spring and summer overlap. As for the question you asked, I think stars do die, just like people.
Yeah.
But do you know, sister? No star actually belongs to the present. The light we see from them is from a long time ago. Even after the stars perish, their light will travel millions of light years, spanning countless years, to illuminate the night sky of another world. In our paradise, I believe there will be a star like that, shining with the same light. Its radiance will last forever, and its name will be happiness.
No, not just one star. We should have 2 stars. Or maybe even more.
Aw, that's adorable.
Yeah, you're right.
It's a deal.
It's a deal, then. This is our promise, and nothing will sway our ideals.
Yeah, you bet.
Penacony, Land of the Dreams, the end. honkaistarrail. Lead actors, as we've seen before: Avery, Tanhang, Himeko, March 7th, Val, Firefly, Acheron, Black Swan, Venturine, Misha, Gallagher, Uthiel, Sparkle, Dr. Ratio, Robin, Sunday, Sunday's Servant, and the Dream Master. Silver Wolf, Sampo, Topaz, and Jade, Argenti, and the script supervisor, Elio. In loving memory, Rosalina, Jane, Estella. An ex-surveyor aboard Astral Express and a young scholar brimming with enthusiasm and curiosity. Hailing from the Zorina Earth system, enlightened by remembrance and dominated by academic freaks, she matured in memory of Dinah. Oh, okay, so these are the nameless. And their backstories, nice. Tiernan, an outstanding gunslinger. Mikhail Charlikert, the watchmaker, who we now know as Misha, the young Misha. Well then, I did enjoy Penacony, to say the least. I do think it was really well done. I did enjoy Aventurine's backstory. I did enjoy learning more about Penacony and Astana as a whole. And also, the Astral Express, as I said before, I think one of my favorite parts of this was...
It's a pleasure to hear your voice again. Congratulations. You've become the biggest winner of this festival.
So that is Jade. Okay. So yeah, retrospection, like a little bit. I know there's one more like continuation thingy for us in Penacony. But so far I think the main story events are done. And with that, yes, I did very much enjoy Aventurine's backstory. I think it was really well built up, and I think it was a nice thing. Maybe, I don't know. I did enjoy it, at the very least. I'm not really sure if it was as integral as it should. And I mean, yeah, it was. I'm not really sure why I'm doubting myself about that. But yeah, it was very much integral, and I think I understand why they kind of did it. It was a part of the whole plan to see Sunday and Aventurine opposed like that, I think. Because then it, like, from everything we know so far, Aventurine was set up so well to be an actual antagonist or villain in this story. And then we get to know more and more about him and see how he became the way he is right now. And because of that, we did see Sunday in a different light. And when more and more information came to us and we learned more about Sunday and the family and Penacony's history, like that juxtaposition was really something. It was really interesting. So yeah. And then we did have, you know, Misha and the Trailblaze. Like, there's a reason that I had actually like dedicated a whole stream for that, because I was just so interested in the idea of learning more about Misha and trailblazing and the Astral Express's past. So yeah, I really enjoyed Penacony, and I do think so far it is my favorite, but I guess it might be just recency bias, you know? Anyways, we've been going for 2.5 hours. I'm not really sure how long we are going to be getting these cutscenes here, or not really cutscenes, but I'm not really sure how this segment is going for, so let's just get on with it.
Are you calling just to poke fun at me?
And Aventurine is back.
No. I'm just impressed. Not only did you venture alone into Penacony and discover the truth of Dreamflux Reef, but you also managed to escape with the help of that Knight of Beauty.
Okay, interesting. I know Argenti did talk about Aventurine, because I did spot that and realize that, but I'm not sure how that happened.
Remember the recording you received from your Trailblaze friend? It's now the most valuable chip in this game. However, this came at a high cost. Losing a cornerstone is a hefty price to pay. Diamond just called a meeting to discuss what to do with you.
Just as I expected. So is Diamond planning to demote me, or kick me out of the 10 Stonehearts?
Why don't you take a wild guess?
Well, alright. Then I'll guess. He's going to promote me to P46?
Alright. What will you wager?
Are we talking about an actual bet here? I don't want to wager anything just so that you can swindle it all in the end. But if it's just a friendly bet, I'll put on the line what I did when we first met. I'll bet my life, ma'am.
Interesting. But since it's Diamond's call, no one can predict the outcome. I'm on my way to Penacony. Once everyone is settled, we'll return to Pier Point for the final showdown.
Sounds like I'll be out of the action for a while. Finally, a chance to kick back and relax.
Yeah. Leave everything to me and Topaz, child. Thanks to you, as soon as the Jade Stone was delivered to the family's compound, we finished up our preparations. The seeds we planted have taken root. Soon, it'll be time to reap the rewards.
Huh? Let's wrap it up for now. Looks like I've got a visitor here.
Is it Ratio?
Oh,
no.
So many surprises.
Boothhill? Okay.
Didn't expect a Galaxy Ranger and wanted criminal to show up here. One who managed to take out 2 IPC members under the noses of our fleet. Do you understand what that means?
Screw wubba boo, I just put him to sleep. Don't try to intimidate me with that nonsense. Besides, I've taken down more IPC lackeys than the residual value you squeezed. And I don't mind adding a few more zeros to my wanted poster. I have a question for you. Be honest now, or I won't think twice about putting a bullet in your fudging head. Tell me, where is Oswaldo Snyder?
Head of Marketing Development Department, Oswaldo Schneider. Okay, why is he important?
Wake up!
And we don't get a... We don't get an answer. Of course we don't get an answer. We do have to leave it open. Okay. 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 I'm acting like I'm going to be very upset about this and not just forget about it like in a week. But let's wake up because March is here.
Hey, wake up! The sun's frying your butt.
No.
Are you okay? Can you hear me?
Yes. Yes, yes.
I didn't hear a peep from your room, and it really freaked me out.
This conversation is such deja vu.
What are you talking about? Are you still half asleep or
No.
something? The Order's dream is over.
thankfully.
Even though it's been a day, I still break into a sweat when I think about it. Our trailblazing expedition almost ended in Penacony.
Yeah, now that I think about it, now that March mentioned it, yeah, it almost did.
I'm so jealous that you got a good night's sleep. I was traumatized and too scared to even close my eyes. I thought if I fell asleep, I'd never wake up again.
Kind of understand that, yeah. What happened to the Stellaron? That's a very good
sealed
question.
While you were sleeping. The ordinary people in Penacony have no idea what happened. They just feel like something's missing from their memories.
Okay.
The family's official statement was like, the Charmony Festival was attacked by an unidentified Stellaron and came to a halt. After all, they can't just reveal the truth about the Order.
Yeah, understandable. Understandable, but yeah. I'm not going to comment on it because I'm not in a position, I don't think. But yeah, it's understandable that they would want to keep it under wraps.
Now, all the major lineages, except for the Oak family, are dealing with the aftermath. The family has invited the crew to the Radiant Feldspar as witnesses for an important meeting. Everyone's waiting for you, so hurry up and pack. We're leaving as soon as you're ready.
And that is going to be the end of it for today. Collective Shield. Okay. That's a guide. But most importantly, we did get another Eidolon for
unknown to each other,
Trailblazer.
Yet united in purpose. We make the same choices.
When the battle starts, the Trailblazer's energy regeneration rate increases by 25%, lasting for 3 turns. That's a lot. That's really good. That's really good. And we did get some achievements here. Embark on a new Trailblaze journey as desired. Defeat the Harmonica Squire Dominic. Witness the first light of dawn on Penacony. Defeat Embryo of Philosophy Sunday. And then some smaller ones. Anyways, wow, okay, that was a wild ride. Technically, I wasn't counting on actually finishing in our time and facing Sunday. The real Sunday. And Enna's dream of order today. However, I am so happy we did. Like, it's a beautiful story. It's well done, I think. I really enjoyed it, and I've been vexing Poetics about it for the past almost 3 hours, which is wow, wild. I did not realize that time was, running this fast. But yeah, that was a lot. That was a lot that happened to us, and I'm very happy that we experienced that. And I'm also very happy that we finally probably unlocked the Echo for the Sunday boss. But for now, I think I'm going to be ending it. Well, I don't think I am going to be ending it. And next week, we are starting our final journey here on Penacony. But for today, we are done. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed today's live stream, please make sure to leave a like. And if you want to stay updated with the channel, please consider subscribing. It helps out a lot. And with that, Avery is out. Bye-bye.